Hi. So we've got an update from the first Richard Marx that approached me. That was just so nonsensical. That was actually one of the reasons I started the channel. So we'd had, at the end of it, we'd actually moved to chat. So the first half of this tends to be a little bit boring, but you will get the whole gamut of scammer techniques on this one. I'm here, says Richard Marx. How are you doing? I said, finally, it wouldn't let me accept it. Because it's fine now, you're here. I said, yes, it is. Perhaps we can continue the riveting conversation from Insta over here. I do so enjoy a gentleman who can engage in great conversation. Hello? Did you vanish into the ether? Tell me about yourself. What's your favourite colour? I like burnt orange myself. To which Richard says, please, my conversation personally with you should be discreet because it's against the term and condition of my contract. Question mark, question mark. I said, of course. The privacy of the nation is absolute. Yes. What are you up to today? What time is it over there? 1:26 p.m, he said. What about yours? I said, it's about 4:30 a.m. here. Where are you right now for it to be 1:30 p.m? I don't know why I thought you were in LA. Oh, I do so enjoy these little chats we have. Where are you? He said. I said, on my couch with the cat. You? Which part of the world are you in? He said. I said, Australia. I already told you this on Insta. Did you forget? Are you chatting with many fans and you didn't answer my question? Oh, sorry. What question? I said, about where you were at this time, as you said it was 1:30 p.m. I'm having a brief meeting here, he said. I said, you're still not reading what I write. How lovely. Where is here? To which he responds, at Texas. I went, thank you. Finally. What are you up to? I said, sitting on my couch with my cat, writing to you. I'm heading to my sister's for brunch in a few hours. Have you eaten? I asked. I know. This will be a very good surprise for you, having a conversation with you here. I personally want to appreciate you for always being for me with your love and support. To which I said, you're very welcome. Do you reach out to many fans on chat? Is a lovely thing to do. Have you eaten? To which he said, not really. I said, why not? And then nonsensically he says, yes, I have, thank you. I assume he meant toward the food. I said, it's a very nice thing to do. I'm chatting with some others also. It will take me a book to describe myself, says Richard. It is hard to describe oneself, but if I were to say a little about me, then I would say comprehensively I'm very romantic, and I plan on enjoying life to its fullest. What do you mean chatting with some others also? Finally realizing. I said, that's nice if someone asked. And around he's chatting with other people, I said, other actors. I won't say who, as I promised not to, and I always keep my promises. How? Says Richard Marx. I said, what do you mean how? Chatting, with my fingers, writing the words on the keyboard. How do you chat? Text to speak? Because quite a lot of these scammers actually do use text to speak, hence why the sentences are so garbled. Don't be mean, says Richard Marx. Are you texting them on Google Chat? I said, I can't say, I'm sorry. They asked for privacy. I respect privacy. Social media has opened up a whole new world of communication. To which Richard Marx says, I am a very simple man. I am not one to make judgment of others, and I would like to be treated the same way. To which I unhelpfully responded, that's nice. And I also do not judge unless someone proves themselves to be unworthy. That is why I always respect the request for privacy and will not disclose who I'm speaking with or on what platform. And then in his response to his weird soliloquy, I said, that is a very good quality to have, especially for someone in the public eye. There was no response. I said, I guess you're busy. Okay, catch you later then. He comes back, I'll text you in a bit. I threw in a thumbs up. What are you up to? He said. I said, I'm about to go pick up my sister for breakfast. Okay. What are you having for breakfast? That always, never fails question around food. I said, I'm not sure yet. We'll go out and see. Okay, sounds good. Hello there. About 10 hours later. I came back the next day. Hey, how are you? Doing great, he says. And then a day later, how are you? I said, I'm fine on this bitterly cold morning. And you? Okay, I'm doing okay. So I said, that's good to hear. How's the tour going? Going well, thank you. What are you up to? I said, I'm leaving for work shortly. All right, have a good day at work. Text me when you're not working or something. To which I said, so glad that your conversational skills are just as adept as they were on Insta. It's so entertaining and lovely and not at all ironic. Have a good day, dear. To which he came back with, that's how conversations should be. Sorry. Which I then just thumbed up. He went, positive. And I said, absolutely. And he goes, what are you up to? At this point, I'd had enough, so I ignored him until the next day. I said, just getting into the shower before work. And you? Awesome, he comes back with, and that's it. Next day. What is awesome? I said, my shower? And why won't you answer any questions, Richard? He ignores me again. Once again, your conversation skills are constrained by the low IQ that seems to be inherent in the local pettifogging population of those shores you so obviously reside in. Sigh. And my apologies to any people from West Africa or Nigeria. I was just trying to bait this gentleman. What do you mean by that? Says our illiterate and idiotic scammer. I said exactly what I wrote. I asked you what you were doing and you answered, awesome. Gets tiresome talking to myself. To which he comes back with, I understand. But sometimes you have to understand that I might be busy. And then I still have to respond to your text. I said you responded. You responded with nonsense. It would be preferable if you'd left the text on read or whatever. But keep in mind that you contact me, ask me what I'm doing, and then don't respond properly and leave. Either you're messaging to chat or you don't message. It's simple. One-word responses are tiring and ungentlemanly. I'm so sorry about that, but sometimes I get real busy. Your word are not respectful either, he says when he's finally tweaked. I said, whatever. Your words are harsh, and you shouldn't speak like that again, said a absolutely mortally wounded scammer. I said, you should read back to our Insta messages if you want to see disrespect. I'm only here because it was funny AF. And into being harsh, I said, who the hell are you? You aren't anyone. To which he comes back, then you start bringing up disrespectful messages. And my response, cafe boy, which is what they call guys in West Africa who sit in internet cafes and just basically scam all day. Richard Marx comes back with, ha ha ha. And I respond, exactly. You're right, he said. I said, I knew the second you messaged me. And he goes, so what now? I said, I recorded the whole conversation and uploaded it online. Is that how you treat people? He says, our incensed scammer who steals for a living. I said, so thanks for the views. You're a scammer. You maltreat people close to you. Trying to throw an insult my way. I said, you lied about everything. And I said, and you are nothing to me. You're a thief. Lied about what? Said our lying scammer pretending to be Richard Marx. I said, you pretend to be famous to get money. What did I steal from you? I said, no remit from me. You still lie. Why lie? Have I ever asked money from you? You're so rude. I said, absolutely incensed and offended scammer now. I said, you would have. All scammers do. $10 iTunes because I'm hungry, I mocked him. You shouldn't text with respect. Oh, you should text with respect because you're privileged to do that. I said, why pretend to be famous? Whatever, he said. I said, that's low. I said, someone might actually believe you. I don't know what you mean, by the way, he says. I said, so you are Richard Marx now, right? He comes back with the next day, are you crazy or something, Julia? What's wrong with you? I respond with laughing emoji. I said, your English is terrible. I'm a teacher. Whatever, he said. I said, I can tell. You're about 24. You were also taught, he says. I said, yeah, you weren't. Not well. Not enough to fool. Whatever, he says. I said, and those paragraphs you cut and paste, they were funny. People don't talk that way. Not real people. Do you even know anything about the singer you're pretending to be? Did you do any research? Because I caught you out 4 times. Just with the music alone. Mr. Richard Marx, a Nigerian cafe boy. Thank you, he said. I said, romance scam? You might as well tell me now. Tell you what? I said, or VIP card? I think you're crazy. I said, or what? Call me then. Prove me wrong. I don't know what you're saying. I said, show me that American accent. You're funny, he said. I said, are you or are you not pretending to be famous? I think you're crazy, for real, lol. I said, if not, call me then and show me. Because I think you're a liar, and not a good one. You might as well tell me if this was a romance thing for an Australian mama. Omo, come on. Wahala, must be quiet there. What are you saying? Oh, absolutely shocked scammer that I knew a few, slang terms, and I probably said them completely incorrectly. LOL, I said, make better choices. Your mother would be horrified. I know she must be a good lady. God sees all, mate. I'm tired of this. I'm going. I have a life. See you. Be better. You're being disrespectful and totally rude to me. I said, who are you to me, boy? I never expected this from you, and not in a lifetime would I ever dream of being asked to prove my own identity, not from someone I care about and place you in an high altitude deep in my souls. Whatever that was. So again, obviously I laughed. I said, okay, Mr. Marx, who doesn't know his own music or who he is. Are you Googling furiously? And again, I sent more emojis. Text me when you decide to get serious. Ain't here for bullshit, he said. I said, me neither. So when you finally admit you've been lying, then message me. Because you doubling down on this ludicrous lie just proves my point and shows you're too immature to even do this properly. And for not being here for bullshit, I said our Insta conversation would seem to prove otherwise. Go on, have a look back. I dare you. And really read what you wrote and what I wrote. Go on. Okay, he says, and disappears for 24 hours. What are you up to? He says the next day. I said, I'm at work. What are you up to? Why are you messaging me at midnight? Did you read back the messages on Insta? Did you spot anything? Vanishes again. What does it mean? He said. I said, nothing. If you can't spot it, I'm not going to explain it. Do you think I'm stupid? Asked our stupid scammer. I said, I don't know. Only you can tell that. Did you understand and comprehend everything you read on our Insta chat? The profile should still be up. I didn't bother reporting it because you're way too amusing and I was enjoying myself. Shut up, he said. I said, yeah, you messaged me. You shut up. Isn't it past your bedtime over there? I don't know what the F you're talking about. With about 6 exclamation points. I said, then you answered your own question now, didn't you? Well done. When was the last time you were here? Meaning in Australia. So then, just for his own benefit, I cut and pasted some of our riveting conversation on Instagram where I was actually speaking absolute nonsense and he was just love-hearting whatever I was writing. Check out the video. It's quite funny. It's called Richard Marx, the Smart One. I put that in there for him. If you want to, you can pause to have a look, but the video is up. Here, I said, I'll help you. Have a read. Read really carefully now. I'm the one in purple. Just a hint. And in response to his, do you think I'm stupid? I said, so now only you can say, can't you? It comes back, yeah, on the 23rd of July. I ignored him for a couple of days. On the 25th, I said, exactly. Light dawns on marble head. Finally. Same day. How are you? He says. I was like, I gave up. I said, fine. And he vanished. And 3 days later, okay. And then that was on the 28th of July, and it's coming up toward the end of August now, and he's come back this morning. Hey, Hal. Hello. I said, why are you messaging me again? What do you mean? Says our Richard Marx. I said, you buggered off at the end of July when we had established that you're a moron. Why are you back? Don't be disrespectful. Don't ever try to be disrespectful to me again. I said, who the hell do you think you are? We already know you're a village boy. You are so mean and rude. I said, you messaged me. Just don't message me. Bugger off again. Shut the F up, he says. To which I laughed and I went, scammer triggered. Whatever, he says. I said, yeah, exactly. To which he comes back, bitch. I went, get lost and get a job. And in return to being called, a female dog, I said, you're a thief. He comes back with, F you. I said, ooh, you are so mad right now. Why are you mad, scammer? I'm just enjoying the moment, he says. I said, oh, client won't remit. Bad day at work. And he comes back with, what do you mean? Shut the F up. So I kept laughing. I said, it's Omo for baby, right? What? He said. I said, you're such an idiot. Go away, scammer. No remit here for you. Whatever, he says. I said, your video was popular too, so thanks. Everyone laughed so hard. I mean, you did read the chat, right, on Insta. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. You never read a single thing I wrote, so I wrote nonsense while you went through your little handbook. That was good content. Make better choices and goodbye. What better choice? Said our scammer. I said, oh, here comes sob story plan B, right? Okay, let me hear it and I might send you a Steam card if you're good. What do you mean? Said our increasingly dim-witted scammer. I said, oh, well, you mustn't want that card then. Goodbye. I mean, since you already know, said our scammer with dollar signs in his eyes, we could be friends. I said, oh, at least I'll get a part 3 on this video series. Good friends, he says, seeing his Steam card run away. And I said, friends with a liar? He goes, people do change, he says hopefully. I said, are you insane as well as stupid? You're so rude, he says. And in response to him changing, I said, you haven't and you never will. I'm not interested. You had your chance. Goodbye and thanks for the content. To which he goes, okay then. But I've got a weird feeling this is not the last we are going to see of our Richard Marx. The stupid one. Bye.